We tend to think of the internet as something ethereal, a weightless world of data floating in a borderless digital ether. But this is a carefully crafted illusion. Behind the facade lies a brutal physical reality. Millions of servers humming in massive concrete fortresses, and over 1 million kilometers of fiber-optic cables snaking across the dark floor of the world's oceans. Today, a fierce and invisible struggle for the backbone of the future is underway. While the world was watching China, a new titan has emerged from the south. A titan that aims to turn India into the Saudi Arabia of data. This is not just about technology, it is about the end of American digital sovereignty. This is the story of the Silicon Throne. Welcome back to the Macro Map. For years, nations have chased a ghost called digital sovereignty. The idea that if you build data centers within your borders, you control your destiny. But a shadow hangs over these silent buildings. Even if a data center sits on the soil of Paris or Delhi, if the entity operating it is headquartered in Seattle or Silicon Valley, it remains subject to the jurisdictional hooks of Washington. Think of it as a car parked in your garage, but the keys are held by someone 3,000 miles away. Data centers operate under a similar, cold logic. Today, US companies operate nearly half of all global data projects by value. For most of the world, sovereign data is a toothless policy, rendered obsolete by a single court order from a foreign power. When we move from simple storage to the specialized world of artificial intelligence, the American shadow grows even longer. The numbers are staggering. US Hyperscalers are involved in 93% of the total investment value for AI projects outside their own borders. Every cutting-edge model, every neural network, runs on US-designed GPUs. In this landscape, Chinese influence in the global AI infrastructure has practically vanished, dropping to nearly 0% of investment value outside of China. The structural reality is clear. To build AI today is to align with Washington's rules. There is no alternative stack, or so we thought. But the real siege isn't just happening in the cloud, it is happening at the level of the atom. The silicon itself has become a geopolitical checkpoint. By controlling the export of high-end chips, the West has created a digital perimeter, a high-tech fence that decides which nations can innovate and which must remain stagnant. This is the ultimate leverage. If you do not own the foundry, you do not own the future. It is a reality that has forced the rest of the world to stop dreaming of software and start building factories. The age of purely digital competition is over. We have entered the era of the Silicon Siege, where the hardware you possess defines the limits of your national intelligence. Enter the new arms race. On the ocean floor, 500 submarine cables carry 97% of the world's traffic. These are the true arteries of the global economy. And this is where the map begins to shift. If data is indeed the new oil, then the pipelines of the 21st century are being redrawn. In India, a landmark partnership has formed between the House of Reliance and the silicon giant NVIDIA. Their goal is audacious: to build AI infrastructure an order of magnitude more powerful than anything India has ever seen. This isn't just a business deal. It is a mission to build a parallel, sovereign tech stack from the silicon up, from semiconductors to quantum technologies. India is no longer content being a supermarket for foreign tech. They are building their own refinery. This race is not merely economic, it is a matter of national security. As global supply chains fragment, technology is being used as a tool of statecraft. Nations are realizing that in an era where critical tech is weaponized, technological sovereignty is no longer optional. It is a strategic imperative. The dream of a borderless internet is colliding with the hard realities of geography, law, and national interest. The physical substrate of our world, the silicon, the fiber of the legal code, is concentrating. And as the few solidify their control, the rest must scramble for autonomy. The definition of power has been rewritten. It is no longer about who has the largest military, but who owns the infrastructure of thought. The realignment of the global map is underway, and it starts at the bottom of the ocean and ends in the cooling fans of a server rack. If you want to understand where the world is truly heading, keep mapping it with us. This is the macro map, understanding the economy behind the headlines.